When I was born, the room in Barnsley Hospital was filled with flowers. No one knew how long I'd live for or what operations I might need. Our communities in Penistone and Stocksbridge nurtured me growing up. World-class NHS care at Barnsley and Sheffield Children's Hospitals enabled me to walk and follow my ambitions. My local state education in Penistone helped me catch up and go on to study law at university and fulfil my potential. My inimitable parents taught me there is no such word as can't, and the values of fairness, equality and justice, values at the heart of the bill before us today. I will use my skills and experiences as the MP for our constituency to give back to the communities that gave me so much. Incredible teachers and teaching assistants who helped make education a way to overcome people's assumptions about my disability and feel free. Achieving health and education equality is a huge asset to our country and critical to the health of our economy. I'm proud to be the first Member of Parliament for Penistone and Stocksbridge to have grown up there for over 100 years. Yeah. Our rich agricultural heritage has put food on the country's table, and the grit and determination of local miners, the steelworks in Stocksbridge and ironworks in Thorncliffe have powered the Industrial Revolution, with the latter also producing Churchill tanks, which defended our country in World War II. These sites remain economically important today, with the specialist Liberty Steel now producing steel which powers our UK aerospace industry too. The landscape of our very special constituency has helped shape our laws before too. Poignantly, the day of the general election marked 186 years since the Husker pit disaster on July the 4th, 1838, when flooding caused the pit to collapse, killing 26 children. A tragedy which led to the Mines Act 1842, banning women, children and boys under 10 and girls under 10 from being employed in underground work. I learned about that tragedy at school and knew then, as I know now, that law and politics have the power to improve people's lives. The past we inherit, the future we build. The Employment Rights Bill makes the biggest upgrade to workers' rights in a generation, with the driving purpose to change lives of people across our country, to make them better off. Ensuring that the very special people of the place that made me continue to innovate to change the world will be central to the work I do here. Like the blooming heather that sweeps down the moors past the crystal waters of our rivers and reservoirs, towards our towns and villages, talent burst forth in our constituency out of the dramatic landscape, gruelling weather and lives hard worked and hard won. People in my constituency literally shoot for the stars. Grenoside's Helen Sharman was the first British citizen to go to space in 1991. Thurlstone-born Nicholas Saunderson was a blind 17th century Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge University. And England international footballer John Stones also hails from this village and follows a long and proud history of footballers who've gone through Penistone Church FC. This summer saw Olympiads who were made in our constituency too. Gunthwaite's Becky Moody won bronze in dressage with her horse, Jägerbomb. Caden Cunningham, who won silver, was trained in Oxspring at Quest Taekwondo. Musicians abound too. Alex Turner of the Arctic Monkeys makes sure High Green is resolutely on the map. We can also boast stellar folk singers like the talented Rachel McShane of Bellowhead and Cawthorne's award-winning Kate Rusby, whose elegiac music of home has healed many a heart and inspired the mind. Ecclesfield produced Barry Hines, author of A Kestral for a Knave, which was turned into the acclaimed film Kes, and he documented working-class lives for over 40 years. Local author Matt Coyne's Franken Red was the literary comedic mug of hot chocolate that kept me going through the general election. And on that, whilst our beliefs start from a different place, I share Miriam Cates, my predecessor's passion for education, and hope her new role gives her the chance for leadership on changing the safety of social media for young people. Angela Smith's legacy as a good constituency MP is something I aspire to. As PPS to Momolan, Helen Jackson's work on community building in Northern Ireland provides lessons of hope, which resonate in the times of hate we must combat today. I'm also grateful for Mick Clapham's support and know we'll see his legacy continue under this government on the Mine Workers Pension Scheme. Love, tolerance and doing things for other people are values knitted across the place I call home like the blankets woven from the yarn of Penistone sheep. To the people across Penistone and Stocksbridge, it is the privilege of my life to serve you. As your MP, I will work hard every day to be a strong voice for our communities and ensure people growing up and growing old in our constituency can fulfil their potential. I will do what it takes to get things right and get things done. We are a government that will restore hope across our communities, bring people together, and I can't wait to work with members across this House to make that change happen. Yeah.